Welcome to Top Stories of the Week. I'm Ngullie. Here are the headlining stories from across Nagaland, Northeast region states, and from across the world. Manipur police have arrested 2 persons in connection with the killing of a subdivision police officer in Manipur. Heavy protests erupted following the arrest of 2 persons who were said to be the prime accused in the murder of subdivisional police officer Anand Singh in October the previous year. A Manipur police statement had said that on January 15, security personnel observed 2 suspected individuals who opened fire at the security personnel and ran into a cluster of houses. The security forces immediately retaliated and cordoned off the houses near Moray College. Now, the 2 individuals were chased down, overpowered, and detained. The 2 persons were identified as one Philip Kaikwalal Kongsai and Himom Kolal Mate. A pistol with 2 live rounds, a Chinese-made hand grenade, AK munitions, and 10 detonators with fuse were reportedly seized from them. A police statement claimed that the arrested persons were among the main suspects in the killing of the Moray SDBO, Mr. Anand Singh. A delegation of the Naga met Congress leader Rahul Gandhi at Kusama in Kohima, requesting the member of the parliament to broach the Naga political issues in the Parliament of India. Congress leader Jairam Ramesh posted that a group handed over a memorandum stating that a framework agreement that was signed between the Government of India and the Naga group NSC and IM was not implemented. The agreement in 2015 was hailed as a breakthrough and a solution to the long-pending Naga political issue. Mr. Jairam Ramesh stated that Rahul Gandhi had said that there had not been any consultations with other political parties or stakeholders before the framework agreement was signed. Former U.S. President Mr. Donald Trump might be back for another term. Mr. Trump won the first Republican contest of the U.S. presidential race. He won the Iowa caucuses, the first vote in the U.S. presidential elections race. With this, he solidifies his position as the likely Republican candidate against President Joe Biden in the upcoming elections. Despite leading in polls for over a year, the Iowa contest was considered a crucial test whether or not Mr. Trump could translate his advantage into a successful return to the White House. Major U.S. networks quickly projected Trump as a winner, with him securing almost 3/4 of the early vote within half an hour of the polls opening. Despite concerns about Trump's legal issues, including multiple civil and criminal trials in different jurisdictions in the United States, his support seemed unaffected in Iowa. It is a significant state in the primary season, influencing the candidate field and providing momentum for the rest of the race. As Trump now heads to New Hampshire with a substantial lead, his rivals such as former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis faced uncertainty in their standings. Congress leader and Member of Parliament Mr. Rahul Gandhi was in Nagaland as part of his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. He was in the capital town Kohima after spending a night at Kusama village. He resumed the journey from Viswama and reached Kohima, where the Congress leader visited the Second World War cemetery and laid wreaths there. Later, he had addressed the public. Gandhi then proceeded to Taminu, Wakam, Zinibodo, and Mokokchung districts. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, during his yatra in Kohima, said that the inaugural ceremony of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya on January 22nd is an RSS BJP function. Mr. Gandhi said the RSS and the BJP have made the function a completely political Narendra Modi function. That's what he said. It's an RSS BJP function, and the Congress leader thinks that exactly the political nature of the function is the reason why the Congress president, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, said he would not attend the event. The idea is that the Congress party is open to all religions and all practices in the country. A policeman of the Indian Reserve was killed in a gunfight at the Indo-Myanmar border town of More in Manipur on Wednesday. The deceased person was identified as one W. Somarjit from Malmom in Imphal West District in Manipur. At the time this incident was first reported, it was said that the situation was volatile as gunfights were being reported regularly. A related incident was that of the killing of 2 police commandos and a woman, and injury to 3 other personnel in a clash between security forces and suspected Kuki militants in More. Reports then said that the incident came 2 days after 2 persons were arrested by authorities in connection with the killing of SDPO Anand Singh. It all makes sense now. Pork across Dimapur town disappeared the previous week. Maybe this was the reason about 25 to 30 pigs died in the past 1 week in Tripura as an unidentified disease spread in privately owned farms in the region. Livestock farmers said that the symptoms of the disease had similarities to that of the African swine fever. So far, though, no report of an outbreak has been confirmed by the Animal Resources Development Department. An official associated with the Animal Husbandry Department said that the authorities had come across a number of incidents where pigs domesticated for commercial purposes had died due to unknown causes. Information from the field indicated that it was an outbreak of swine fever. However, an official said that the authorities have to wait for confirmation from the laboratory before issuing any statements in this regard. Amid the ongoing tensions in the Red Sea, the United States on Wednesday formally designated the Yemen-based Houthi group as a specially designated global terrorist. The United States said that the designation was important in hindering terrorist funding to the Houthis. U.S. National Security Advisor Mr. Jake Sullivan said in an official statement that in response to these continuing threats and attacks, the United States announced the designation of Ansar Allah, also known as the Houthi, as a global terrorist group. This designation is an important tool in impeding terrorist funding to the group. That's what the Secretary said. It will further restrict their access to financial markets and hold them accountable for their actions, said the statement. He said if the Houthis cease their attacks in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, the United States will immediately re-evaluate their designation. The 8 federating tribal groups of the Eastern Nagaland People's Organizations have decided to reject the offer of an autonomous council or any form of an economic package from both the center and the state. They want only the creation of what they call a frontier Nagaland territory through the Ministry of Home Affairs. The tribal units comprising the Chang, Eastern Sumi Hoho, Kyamungan, Konyak, Pom, Sangtam, Tikir, and Yimkyung stated that no matter what they offer, it was already too little, too late. The tribes requested the government of India and of Nagaland to extend their support in this cause. More than millions of India's Hindu community are all ready for perhaps one of the most significant religious events in the country. The inauguration of the Ram Temple in UP's Ayodhya. The central government announced a half-day closure of all its offices, institutions, and industrial establishments throughout India on January 22nd, according to latest reports. Due to the overwhelming sentiments and requests of the employees and requests from them, the central government authorities decided to announce half-day closing till 2:30 p.m. on January 22nd at all central government offices, central institutions, and central industrial establishments throughout India. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said India's border with Myanmar will be protected like its border with Bangladesh. He has announced that India would start work on fencing the border along with Myanmar in a move to restrict free movement into India. He was addressing the graduation parade of the Assam Police Commandos. That's for the week, and we'll be bringing you more. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Hornbill TV. I'm Ngullie. See you next time.